Hello travelers, Boardman21 here, and today's build is going to be the Void Knight using the Ring of the Third Eye to get some crit. We're going to go 100% crit on both our shield throw hits and on all of our spell damage. So we're going to be taking in what we got off the Void spell damage of our Void Spellblade earlier, and we're going to try and translate that into the Void Knight. Now, we won't be running the Shroud of the Dark Cinders because that's only when you get hit, and obviously we don't have any idols to get Fire Aura on crit on the Sentinel, which is one thing that really lacks for it compared to the Mage running the Shroud of the Cinders, so you don't get all that extra void damage. However, we do like the dagger, and we're going to use the Ring of the Third Eye, and basically we're going to try and stack ward as a Void Knight. With all of the crits we do get quite a bit of ward. We can get 500 to 1,000 ward on our Void Knight, and it still does pretty good damage. It's really good for running through the Monolith of Fate. It's okay slash decent against bosses, and it's okay slash decent in the arena for some decent clears. Now in the Monolith it's really nice because we're going to have the Devouring Orbs not orbiting us, which means we can just leave them and they'll continue to get crits even after we're gone. And as mobs have more life, they'll get more crits because in the beginning they'll kill things so fast that you don't get a whole lot of crits, you get one or two and then the enemies are dead, as you'll see in the gameplay. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the skills. For skills, we're going to be running Smite, Anomaly, Volatile Reversal, Shield Throw, and Devouring Orb. For Smite, we have 1 point in Holy Wave, 3 points in Righteous Fury, 5 points in Righteous Flurry, 1 point in Descend, 1 point in Aftershock, 1 point in Fissure, 3 points in Blinding Flash, 5 points in Atonement. For Anomaly, we have 1 point in Immediacy, 1 point in Void Touch, 1 point in Time Bubble, 5 points in Manipulation, 5 points in Temporal Mastery, 1 point in Lingering Memory, 1 point in Time Lord, 2 points in Manipulation, and 1 point in Emission. We also have 1 more point left, which we're also going to put into Emission. You can put it into cooldown if you want, but we ran into some mana issues if we had too much cooldown on it. For Volatile Reversal, we have 1 point in Incipient Void Rift, 1 point in Shifting Power, 2 points in Traveler's Fatigue, 2 points in Ancient Reversal, 1 point in Terminal Void Rift, 3 points in Time Sap, 3 points in Catching Up, 3 points in Warped Time, and 1 point in Time Lost Vitality. For Shield Throw, we wanted some crit. We have 2 points in Heavy Shield, 2 points in Sharpened Rim, 5 points in Polished Steel, 1 point in Focused Campaign, 1 point in Shield Barrage, 1 point in Ricochet, 1 point in Eruption, 5 points in Magma Rage, and 2 points in Forceful Breaking. And then for Devouring Orb, the point was this was to get as many Devouring Orbs as possible and to have them fire Abyssal Orb as fast as possible so that you get as many spell crits as possible. We have 3 points in Void Adept, 1 point in Cataclysm, 4 points in Orb Master, 1 point in Fleeting Orb, 1 point in Hallow Orb, 1 point in Abyssal Emission, and 9 points in Dark Torrent. For passives, we have 20 points in the base Sentinel class with 5 points in Juggernaut, 5 points in Armor Clad, 5 points in Relentless. The 5 points in Time and Faith doesn't help you at all because you're not actually casting Smite, Vengeance, or Rive, so you can switch those 5 points around for Overwhelm or for Fearless or anything else that you want to do. Actually, I wouldn't do Overwhelm just because you don't do any melee damage, but if you wanted the counterattack, you can definitely go up that path. And then we have 0 points in Forge Guard, 0 points in Paladin, and 93 points in the Void Knight, with 5 points in Temporal Corruption, 10 points in Devouring Blade, 8 points in World Eater, 8 points in Void Blades, 8 points in Void Bolts, 10 points in Sorrow and Steel, 1 point in Void Corruption, 2 points in Umbral Attunement, 10 points in Future Strikes, 5 points in Echoing Strikes, 10 points in Time Legion, 1 point in Avatar of Regret, and 15 points in Dread. For items, the idols that you want are a chance to cast Smite when you hit with a throwing attack. For uniques, we're running the Blade of the Forgotten Knight, 2 Rings of the Third Eye, and Strands of the Souls for some extra ward on kill, some ward per second, and all of the mana that we use gained as ward, along with some ward retention and ward gained on potion use. It's basically a full-on ward belt, which is really nice. And then for our items, we're going to run increased void damage over time, shield throw, critical strike chance, bunch of dodge, attunement, cooldown, recovery speed on the helm with more shield throw. We have dodge, we have set glancing blow. You want critical strike and dodge and health on everything else that you can. We're not really running any protections on this build. We do have our 100% glancing blow, but basically we wanted to make sure we had 100% melee critical strike and 100% spell critical strike. On the gloves, we do have some throwing attack speed, as you'll be lacking some throwing stats due to the fact that we're not using crafted rings. And then for our character sheet, you'll see our defenses are pretty lame. We have 36% dodge, and this one we only have 96% glancing blow. However, you can get T5 on one of those 4 set glancing blow affixes that we have, and that'll get you your 100%. As for damages, you can see our critical strike multipliers at 276. It says that our critical strike chance is at 60 for spell and 17 for melee. Once you use your Anomaly, you'll see we jump up to 76% and 25%. Now this doesn't take in that we've raised the base crit chance of both shield throw and smite. So your orbs, your devouring orbs will have their 76% chance, but everything else, your smite will be 100% chance. Your shield throw will be roughly 70 to 100%, really close. It looks like it crits almost all of the time. You're going to get a lot of crits out of it. Alright, let's go ahead and get into some gameplay.